Good morning, Flosstube. How are y'all doing? My name is Darlene Dion. Welcome to my Flosstube channel, which is mostly about cross stitch and some quilting. For those of you that are new, thank you so much for stopping by and spending a little time with me. And to those of you who have been here for a while, I appreciate you coming back and saying hi. I know we all have a love of these two crafts very much, and so yeah, it's good to be back. It is May the 30th, 2022. Hard to believe. It's just, where does the time go? It's crazy. And the older I get, like with many of you, the more I notice that. It is Monday morning, bright and early. It's a beautiful, beautiful day here. Sun is shining. I haven't been outside yet, but I would expect the bugs are here too, because it's not too windy. I'm trying to stay in as much as I can, away from the bugs. I have a nasty bite on my left leg. It's quite infected, and it's swollen about 5 inches across, I would say, and it's the first bite I've gotten this year, and already I've got a problem. I am allergic to a lot of the bug bites, so I'm trying to stay in when I know they're out and about. I don't have a clue what bit me. I didn't see it, and I worked out in my garden just to tidy it up a couple of days. Actually, no, just one day. It was nice and windy and cool, and so there were no bugs around that day, which was great. But yeah, this one I spent the evening stitching, and when I went to bed, I had a bite on my leg. I have no idea, right on my knee. So yeah, I'm just trying to avoid the bugs as much as I can. Oh dear, the joys of spring. Anyway, on to the cross stitch and quilting. I should mention I have an Etsy shop. I design quilting and cross stitch patterns, fairly new to the cross stitch patterns. So you can find me there. Under the same name, Darlene Dion Designs. Also, you can find me in a Facebook group, on a Facebook page, and on Instagram. My favorite of the social medias is Instagram. So yeah. Anyway, on to what you're here for. I have a new release this week for cross stitch pattern, which I'm really, really pleased with, and it's done really well. Thank you so much to those of you who have purchased. I should say my patterns are PDF. My cross stitch patterns are all PDF at this point. I may eventually branch out into printed patterns, but I'm not sure about that. I do have printed patterns in my quilting things and PDF too. So yeah, but I'm loving it. I'm really enjoying these designing these patterns. And one thing I'm passionate about is, for those of you that don't know, I'm in Nova Scotia, Canada, on Canada's East Coast. I love my Canadian flag. I'm proud to be Canadian, and I don't see enough Canadian designs out there in the quilting and cross-stitch world, so I'm trying to do a little bit to rectify that. And so this week I have a new release, which is it's a second in a series. Some of you remember I did Sure Signs of Spring, and I have recently released Sure Signs of Summer. So you have, well, I'll show you the spring one too. There we are. So for summer, we have the Canadian flag, some sunflowers in a pot, a terracotta pot, a bee and a bee skip. And for those of you that are not Canadian, that are in the US, I do have a US flag version in the pattern. And Yes from Yasmin's Made with Love, I think is the name of her floss tube. She's going to do two. She's going to do one with a Polish flag and one with a Union Jack, I think she said. Yeah, she's in London. So I can't wait to see her take on these. And for those of you that have purchased from the U.S. and are going to do the U.S. flag, I can't wait to see your beautiful U.S. flag on there too. So if you are stitching this and are posting it on social media, please be sure to share and tag me, because I'm really looking forward to seeing someone do the U.S. flag on there. So lots of possibilities with your own flag, whichever country you happen to be in. And I finished them the same way with the same lace and a little flower button. So yeah, sure signs of summer, sure signs of spring. So I'm sure you know what's coming next. I do have the autumn one all stitched up, but I'm not too sure about the colors. I may have to change a little bit there. Anyway, so that will be my giveaway this week, a PDF of Sure Signs of Summer. So if you're interested in winning the PDF for this, you need to say the word summer in your comments below. And be sure not to use any words like giveaway, freebie, prize, because those are the words that the trolls are looking for. We just want people who are stitchers to use this or to win this. So when you put those words in your comments, they can search those words, and then that's all they do. They spend their time trolling them social media looking for freebies. So don't use those words. And remember, you must be over 18, because I'm going to ask you for your email address. So I wish you all luck in winning those. I have 3 giveaways for today. I might as well do them right now. I had a giveaway for my new pattern that was out last week, which was by the Wildwood. And many of you purchased this one too. And I loved the comments that you made, how your parents got married in the actual Wildwood church, or you know, that you also grew up in the little Wildwood, singing Little Wildwood. There's a church in the Wildwood. Yeah, I really loved your comments. So I have a giveaway for that. I'm going to put things. And I have a giveaway for Hello Spring, which was a pattern that my friend in New Brunswick sent to me for giveaways. And also the same with this one, Rainy Day Cardinal. So I did the random comment picker, and the winners are... For the Wildwood, the winner is Donna Bennett. So Donna Bennett, get in touch with me. My email address is below, or you can contact me on Facebook or Instagram as well. And if you email me, I'm likely not to lose it. But that's not always the case. Spring was the word for Hello Spring. This one goes to Bonnie Sheffer. So Bonnie, get in touch. And the word for the cardinal was rainy, and Cindy Gaudette, she is the winner of that. And Cindy, you're a lucky bird. I have your address already, so I'll send that off to you. But yeah, that's great. Thanks so much for those of you that played along. And like I said, today's giveaway is for my new pattern, and the word you need to use in the comment is summer. I want to make mention of the Fibre Fest, which is coming up in August here in Nova Scotia. August 3rd to the 6th in Amherst, Nova Scotia. If you've never been, you need to make plans to come. It's a wonderful fibre festival. The Nova Scotia Fibre Arts Festival, I think it's called. And there's a Facebook page, and I'm pretty sure there's a website. I've been asked to teach a class. At first I refused. And then it looks like I'm going to be teaching a class there. So actually a friend and I are going to, we think we're going to be teaching together. And I will wait and give you the details on what we're teaching a little later. But I hope that you are interested in joining us there. Okay, let's go on to the stitching. I have done quite a bit of stitching this week. I pulled out some whips. I don't think I had any new starts. And I had the one FFO, which was my new pattern. And I'm real close to a finish on one. Anyway, I pulled out one of my Prairie Santas, or it's the only Prairie Santa I have. Prairie Schooler Santas going. This was the 2020 Santa, North Wind. So here's, oh, just let me. Here is that. So I didn't have any red done, I don't think. I didn't have any of the red done before. So all the red is new. And I think that's, yeah, that's all I've added this time is the red. This is on 18 count beige Ada. And it's going quite well. I thought it might be too small for me to see, but I have discovered that if I don't stitch with my mag eyes, I won't be stitching. I can't, most of what I'm trying to see, I can't see without the mag eyes, and what a huge difference it makes with them. I thought I was, you know, when I wasn't using them, I thought, yeah, it's a struggle, but I'm doing it. But wow, when you put the mag eyes on, it makes a huge difference. So I'm really thankful for whoever invented them and whoever decided they were good for cross stitch. Yeah, I'm pleased with that. So that's a whip. This is the whip that I'm very close to finishing. This is A House Is by Stitches Through the Years. And I started this, oh, must be almost a year ago, I would say. And I love it. I'm really pleased with everything about it. I just, you know, just there's no excuse. Anyway, here it is. I have one little flower left to do right here. And then there's, well, let me show you the pattern again. There's something here on top of the house. Two birds, one on either side of whatever that is in the house. I don't know if it's a pineapple or if it's some kind of a flower. Whatever it is, I don't like it. So I'm not going to put that in. And I think I'd like to put, like, established the year that we built our house or started building our house. I was thinking I would chart that and put that in, maybe with the birds too, if there's room. And I'll probably do over one. It's linen. I'm stitching this on, I think it's 28 count linen. It's like a raw color. Anyway, I'm really happy with it. All of the called for DMC colors. And yeah, so it would take just like a couple hours probably to finish it. Hoping to get that this week. We shall see. So many things to stitch and so little time. Okay, another one I pulled out this week was my from the Winds of Autumn book, The Mighty Acorn, which I'm stitching in a stitch along with my friend Kim Goldman. I just love this one, and I'm stitching this one in memory of my dad. And oh, it's just so pretty. I'm using some DMCs and some weeks. I think that the few fancy flosses that I'm using are weeks. So let me see, which is the right way here. I think this is up. So last time I just had the outer border. What you see here I had done, I think. And I just started the inner border, the zigzags. So yeah, that was a pretty simple stitch. Although you do see there's some breaks in it, so you do have to watch what you're doing. You just continue right on stitching, and before you know it, nothing works out. I discovered that. Ask me how I discovered that. Anyway, it is fun. I'm stitching this on 28 count Legacy Lugana by Picture This Plus, which Lugana's my favorite. Still, hands down, my favorite. Love stitching on it. And also this week I've had this one has been calling to me for a week or so, and I thought, oh, get it out. I'll just get it out for a day and get it out of your system. I ended up stitching on it for 5 days, and it was over the 25th day SAL, which was appropriate. My Hades design, Heaven and Earth design, A Christmas Carol. Christmas Carol is near and dear to my heart. I love it so much. It's my favorite, other than the Nativity story, it's my favorite Christmas story. And let me tell you, this has 280,000 stitches. So this is a lifelong project. I don't know, I guess maybe I've got, I would say around close to 10,000 stitches in. And I have stitched a fair amount over the 5 days. So I'm pretty excited to start seeing so what you see here is right up here in this corner. So like I'm just starting to see the roofs of the buildings take shape there. Oh my, it's so fun. It is slow. I mean, it's 25 count 1/1. And I'm doing full crosses. I'm not doing the 10th stitch. So it takes a while to see progress on it, but when you do, it's really fun. And when you add a new color, it's like, woohoo, there's a new color. So like I've added a couple of greens here, and there's some burgundies over in here, which was fun to add. So, and there's a tan, like I think it's 435, right there. I think it's a window on the peak of a house or a building of some sort. Anyway, I'm really enjoying it. There's a lot of blue in that corner and that gets a little old. So I'm really happy to see the new colors coming out. And I don't know, I put it away yesterday. I started stitching something else yesterday. And I didn't really want to. I could have kept going on this, but I did put it away because there's other things that need to be stitched. But I don't know. I kind of thought maybe 1 thread a day or just to keep at it. I mean, it's a long-term project. I mean, this is a big old piece of fabric. So I hate to just put it in a bag and only get it out a couple of times a year. I don't think I've had it out since before Christmas, like just before Christmas. So it's a shame to just keep it in a bag. So I thought maybe 1 thread a day would be something that would work for that. We'll see. I'm not sure about that. And that's all my stitching I have to show you. I have a couple of secret stitching pieces that I'm working on, new releases for me, that I will hopefully be able to show you in the next week or so. We shall see. Last time in my Flosstube, I asked for Flosstube recommendations. Preferably people who are fairly new Flosstubers and who don't have, you know, thousands of followers. It's good to encourage and build up new Flosstubers and help them get established. So many of you, thank you so much for the recommendations that you made. Many of them I have watched before, some of them I haven't, and so I have watched some of the new ones this week. A lot of you mentioned Sweetwater Stitcher, which I've watched her several times. She's great. She's got some really cute finishes. Another one that several of you mentioned was Tiny House Stitcher, and I have watched 1 or 2 episodes of hers. There's just not enough time, I'm telling you. And Stitching with the Twins, several of you mentioned her, or them this time, which is a mom with her 2 I want to say they're 10. Anyway, 2 little twin daughters that are stitching with her. That was really, that was cute. That was really cute. So I will continue to watch that. New to me this time, new in actually taking the time to watch. I've heard of her a lot, and apparently she's just back to Flosstube with her daughters, Annie B's Folk Art. I think. Annie B's. Yeah, pretty sure. And I really, really enjoyed her. So I will, or them, I will definitely continue to watch more of them. She's got some really nice patterns, some really cute finishes. And she's got some, you know, she's a sampler stitcher and other things too. And there were a couple of others. There were my regulars that I watch all the time. Mama Loves You GB. She was back this week, and so nice to see her back. And she had some beautiful new samplers that she purchased, or, you know, older samplers that she purchased, and she's going to chart them. That's really interesting to see. And apparently she's got a new one out this morning that I've not had a chance to watch, about her search for who the actual stitcher, the child stitcher was. That should be interesting. So I'll look forward to watching that. I watched Made by Michelle McGraw. She's one of my very favorites, and she makes me laugh out loud every time I watch her when she gets talking about her boys. I just love it. Oh my goodness. I should have been a boy mom. I have one. And I have one of each, a boy and a girl. But I could have handled 3 or 4 boys, I think. Oh my, they make me laugh. Who else did I watch? Pumpkin Hollow. There's, oh, I wish I could remember this lady. Let me look quickly to see if I can find it. I plan to mention her lots of different times, and then I forget. I think she's, oh, she's there. K. Threads and Stitches. Oh, let me go past this. Here we go. This will do it for us. K. Threads and Stitches. I really, really, really like her. She's got some really lovely finishes, and yeah, I like her a lot. And I've watched her a few times, but like I said, I kept forgetting to mention her. So I'll try to put the links for those below. Oh, I have one more thing in there to show you. Someone else I've been watching on a regular basis is Stitching Granny of 17, and we've kind of shouted each other out back and forth a few times. And she is going to be doing giveaways for a couple of my patterns in the upcoming, I think it's sometime in June or July. So if you haven't checked her out, run on over there to check her. And she did a finish on one of my patterns this week, which was Someday on Quilts. And she changed up the colors, similar, a little bit more patriotic for her. Too much glare. That's pretty good. Anyway, so she turned it into a little pillow. She changed the color of the house to like a caramel color, and she changed this quilt right here, the third one here, has in the pattern, it is a scrappy quilt. So every, I don't know if I can get close enough, every diagonal strip in my pattern is a different color, which is a great way to use up ends. You know, if you've got tiny little pieces left, even out of your ort jar, some of them would work. But if you've got just small pieces left on your bobbin or whatever, it's a perfect way. And it doesn't have to be the colors that I've called for. I had to put a color. I charted it, and so I used, in the chart, I used the colors that I stitched. But here, and also Amy _ in_stitches. She did it, and they did it in, I think, just 4 colors. They repeated 4 colors over and over and over for that sunshine and shadow look. Anyway, so I just wanted to show you that and draw attention to Stitching Granny of 17. And if you have 17 grandchildren, Granny, you're a lucky, lucky Granny. I don't have any. None. What's wrong with that story? Ah, dear. Okay. I think that's everything. I have some haul I want to show you. A friend and I went to what we call the Valley, which would be the Annapolis Valley, to meet 2 other friends for lunch one day last week. And we went to lunch at Kellogg's in Berwick. Second time I'd been there. Really, really good food. I love that place. So anyway, we went to Bargain Harley's and we went to Wheaton's. And I went specifically hoping to find things that I could use for finishes. So I picked this up at Wheaton's. It's a tin sign. It was $9.95. And I'm thinking I'm going to put my finish on the back. Whatever I do, you know, it's cute as it is, but it would be a really cute finish to a piece to mount a finish on too. But you could put it on the front too, just as long as, you know, as long as it's big enough to cover everything. You could even just put something this size and leave the words, you know, just put something over the bike and leave these words out. So that's one thing I picked up that day. Now the rest of my haul for finishing was from Bargain Harley's, which if you haven't been to Bargain Harley's, it's an experience. I love going there. It's kind of like it's an everything store. They have giftware, they have health, like drugstore things, they have paint, they have hardware, they have tools, and a lot of their stuff is, I guess you'd maybe call them seconds or discount items. And so their prices are really, really good. So I picked this up, which I'm not sure how I'm going to use it. I'm probably going to have to take these off in order to fit whatever I want on here. And there is a little flaw here. It's glue, I think. But I was thinking I would just cover that somehow. I'm not sure. Anyway, it said $9.95 on the tag. And I thought, well, that's pretty good. I don't mind paying $9.95 for something, to $9.99 to mount something on. So when I got to the cash, none of the actual Bargain Harley stickers were on it. It just was the $9.99 sticker. So apparently when there's not one of their own stickers on it, she charged me $1.88. That was awesome, $1.88. So it's wood. And yeah, so if I take this off, you know, and I put something here, I could do 2 pieces. Like you know, the it's one of the chalkboard series that Priscilla and Chelsea do. They have a big square item or piece, and then they have I think it's the months in the smaller piece. So something like that would fit on there really nicely. So I was excited about that. And then this also came from Bargain Harley's. This little screen door with, it's got these little hooks on here. Not sure how I feel about the ivy. That's a little outdated. So yeah, I'm gonna find a way to use that too. It's really cute. And that one was $6.88. Yeah. Anyway, and then I have been searching for a while. My friend Kim Goldman has done some beautiful finishes, and she's used a little clock for her frame, a little freestanding clock. So I've been looking in some, you know, junk shops and thrift stores, and we have a place here called Frenchie's, which is it's like a thrift secondhand store. And I've been looking there and I couldn't find anything. So when I went into Bargain Harley's the other day, I thought, I bet you they've got clocks. So I went looking, and sure enough, I found this little clock. I think it's some kind of metal, and the face will come out, like the back comes off, and I'm not sure about the plastic, what's going to happen to the plastic face. If I have to leave that there, well, so be it, but I hope I can remove that. It was $1.88, and they had several of them. You know, it's brand new. It came in a box, all wrapped up in the stuff that you pop. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Bubble wrap. You know, they're brand new. They're all this light blue. So I think I would probably paint it and then distress it a little bit. But yeah, I was pretty excited. It's about $3... The opening is it's about 3.5 inches across. So I've got the pattern for Chubby Bird. I thought that might fit in there on small enough count. I'm not sure. Anyway, I bought 3. 1 for my sister and 2 for me. And then I should have saved this picture and I didn't. My sister, no, not my sister, my niece, I found a clock on Facebook Marketplace, one of the Facebook groups here in Yarmouth. And my niece lives in Yarmouth, works in Yarmouth, and so she was able to pick that up for me. So it's a bigger one, and yeah. Anyway, hopefully I'll have that in my hands to show you next Flosstube. So that will give me 2 clock frames. And I would like to have a third so that I can display the 3 of them together. I did see a cute rectangle. It wasn't a clock. It was like a little fireplace that had a little knob on the top. But I wasn't sure that I could get it apart the way I wanted it to. It's like a little battery operated fireplace or fire inside. But I wasn't sure that I could get it apart. Yeah, that also was at Bargain Harley's. So if you are in the valley and looking for some fun finishes, check out Bargain Harley's, because they always have, and their stock turns around fairly often. So, you know, I don't get up there every week, that's for sure. I don't even get up there every month, especially with the price of gas right now. But yeah, I always go there looking for some finishes. One more piece of haul that I wanted to show you, and I had this last time and I forgot to show it. I actually was in an antique shop looking for a clock, and I came across this. This little globe-styled pincushion. And I have no way of knowing how old it is. I did Google it, and I think I saw that the value is around $45. I paid $8.50 for it. And now this wasn't on it, but it has this little, whatever it is. I assume it's a thimble holder. So I put my little thimble on there, and it has a measuring tape in there. Isn't it cute? Anyway, I love it. So it sits up here on my shelf with my other tomato pincushion things. So yeah, this little stand here is wood and the rest of it is all metal. Anyway, and it's got like little grains inside. Little, I don't know if it's crushed shells of some sort, but anyway, isn't it cute? Couldn't pass that up. Oh dear. One more thing I wanted to show you. My daughter, I had told you my daughter had given me 3 subscription boxes from Fat Quarter Shop for my birthday, which was in March. And she gave me a 4th one for Mother's Day. So this is what it looks like. And it comes with a different theme. This time the theme is Be Creative, B-E-E, Creative. And I want to show you what was inside. So there's 2 charm packs of Lori Holt's Bee Plaids. And I would assume that I'll be using those for project bags. There is a water erasable marker. There are crewel embroidery needles by Colonial. There is a Bliss quilt-along block 1 pattern from Fig Tree. No, I'm telling you that wrong. It is there, but just... There it is. So just quickly flash that across the screen. There's a quilt pattern. And then there is a Buzz quilt pattern, which is an exclusive for the April box. That's cute. And then there is a Bucklebee pin pendant, which I have not opened yet. So let's give this a look here. Oh my. Oh, that's cute. Cute, cute, cute. And it looks to me as if that's got, yeah, that's the, let me see what it says. This little card tells you about everything that's in the kit. This is by Bucklebee Bags. Finally, a sewing notion that will keep up with your busy bee lifestyle. This beautiful Bucklebee pin pendant is more than a pretty pendant. It doubles as a petite pin cushion. Park a few pins or sewing needles in it as you sew on the go. The eye-catching color and design will attract compliments like bees to a flower. So let's have a look here and stick a pin in. So you see it's got these open, and then there's like a little felt piece inside. That is too cute. Perfect for sewing at Guild. Isn't it cute? Okay, so that's what was in that box for me to show you today. So that's my last one. It's kind of disappointing to know that there's no more coming in the mail. I have to talk to her about that. I have not had any quilting at all in the last couple of weeks other than project bags. I've made quite a few project bags, and I have a few left here that I wanted to show you. And I have a bunch more ready to finish hopefully tomorrow. This afternoon, my sister and I are going to take, well, I shouldn't say this afternoon, this morning, later this morning, I'm going to meet my sister and we're going to take my mom out for lunch. My mom has dementia. She lives in a nursing home about 20 minutes away. And this past week, she had 5 incredible days in a row. Like, she was just so, now the days before that, 4 days before that, she was gone. Like, just nothing in the conversations made sense. And then she had 5 good days starting last Sunday. And so Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, she had really good days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, not so good. So anyway, that's the way life is when you are dealing with dementia. It sucks, to be honest. I miss my mom, my real mom. Anyway, she's very well looked after there, and they know how to handle her situations. She loves the staff. She loves how lovable they are. And like I said, she's well looked after. That's all that matters. So we're going to go in today and take her for a drive and lunch. So that should be good for all of us. So a few project bags. I have this one in the shop. I have 3 of this one in the shop. And it has bees on it. Bees on the yellow with the honeycombs. And bees and flowers on the black. Love them. And then I'm trying to use up my stash, what I have in my stash, and I have a bunch of zippers that I have no idea where they came from, but I had 2 purple zippers. And I don't normally sew with purple a whole lot, but I had this one and this one in my stash, and I went and picked up this beautiful butterfly fabric. These flowers are silver metallic. They're so pretty. So I think there's only one of this. I think it's just this one left in the shop. If you're into purple, you will like that. And there's another one of the yellow and black. And this one, a lot of these are also metallic fabrics. So pretty. Teals, blues, greens. I have, I think, just one of these left too in the shop. And one more of the black and yellow one. And then this week I'm making Christmas ones, sewing themed ones, and what's the third style? Oh, it's another Christmas one. So 2 different Christmas ones I'm doing this week. I think it was 2 different Christmas ones. One has trucks, one has snow globes, and then it's the sewing theme stuff. So I think that's it for me today. Just checking my notes here. Yep, I'm pretty sure that's it. Like I said, if you are interested in my new pattern, which also has a US flag in the pattern, the word you need to use in the comments below is summer. And if you are Donna Bennett, Bonnie Sheffer, or Cindy Gaudette, contact me. You are the winners from my last episode. And I guess that's it. I hope you all have lots of wonderful stitchy time and quilty time. And I hope you're healthy and well and happy. And I'll see you probably in a couple of weeks. See you, bye.